You go one more layer down and understand deeply how our brain releases chemicals and triggers that have us end up doing either this or that. These brain chemicals affect our emotions and therefore drive our actions, allowing us to have that coveted, self-regulated behavior. If we really dig deep into how our brain chemicals work, we'll find out that it's basically a bartender, serving up shots of emotions that make us either do the happy dance or stumble around like a hot mess. Let's see what those brain chemicals are and learn how to hijack them one by one. You probably know the name. So the first is dopamine. It is a pleasure and motivation chemical. Our brain releases dopamine when we get something that we crave for. Right from activities as small as eating food to big activities like working on our goals. This hormone motivates us. When few mice were put on experiments with their dopamine cells blocked, turns out they stopped doing everything. They felt hunger, but they weren't eating food. They were thirsty, but were not drinking water. In fact, they stopped having sex. Few days later, they died of starvation and thirst. What does this small experiment tell? It is that dopamine is a pleasure chemical. And if you don't get at least enough to keep you going, may also die. People who are depressed, their dopamine and serotonin levels are significantly low, because of which they don't feel like doing anything. But now the problem is our brain compulsorily needs dopamine, and it doesn't even matter if it gets it from where. Your brain just needs dopamine. Junk food, porn, social media reels are the constant and instant supply of cheap dopamine, because of which you don't feel like doing anything. Who needs expensive thrills when you can get a quick dopamine fix for the price of cheap fries? Between the notification pinging on your phone and the endless scrolling of social media, it's a wonder if we ever get anything done. But fear not, my friends, for there is a way to clear out all those pesky distractions and make room for the good stuff, like actually doing something productive. So if you want to be more productive and want to boost your productivity, here is a little secret for you. Don't chase after dopamine highs like they are your ex's Instagram stories. And identify what are those activities which are generating more dopamine. Instead, let your brain starve for a bit, like it's on a low carb diet, and try to reduce or even completely stop doing those activities. For a few days, you will feel restless and uneasy. But when your brain will starve for dopamine from such activities, then watch your brain as it starts craving some healthy dopamine snacks. You will try to feed your brain with dopamine from such good sources, and your productivity will automatically increase. And trust me, your productivity will be as happy as a dog with a fresh bone. Reduce the use of social media, cut down on junk food, and stop playing games on your phone or laptop. This way, you are sending your brain to a rehab center for fixing dopamine addiction, but without the intervention of a reality TV show. So if you want to increase the dopamine level in your body, do 3 things. Number 1, set yourself a big and meaningful goal so that its outcome could motivate you. Number 2, divide the big goal into small manageable steps so that you feel a bit satisfied after completing each step. And number 3, measure your progress every day. First in the morning, make a list of the tasks to be completed today. Then after, tick off the task when it gets completed all through the day. It's even better if you can make the task list the night before in advance. Completing these tiny small chunks triggers the flow of feel-good juices, yes, dopamine, and you can keep yourself motivated. So this is how you can hack the dopamine. Number 2, oxytocin. Oxytocin is a love hormone. In a study, a few random people were made to inhale a spray of oxytocin. Then they were asked to play a game in which they were told to trust strangers with money, and roughly equal numbers of non-sprayed participants were also asked to play the same game too. Turns out, a nice strong shot of oxytocin made people more willing to trust strangers. They started noticing small things about the other person and also had started considering helping each other. When you like someone, you also start putting more efforts. You battle with your sleep despite heavy eyelids falling down late at night. You talk to them. When you feel lazy, you won't even get up and get out of the bed and drink a glass of water yourself. But you travel miles and miles away just to catch up with them. People get after the routine to get in shape at the gym. When they fall in love with someone, they quit smoking. One thing you must have gotten off of these examples is that oxytocin can get you to do anything that you would otherwise slack off in a normal situation. To produce oxytocin, you should start looking to spend time with your favorite people, hang out more with your friends, and meet your long lost beloved people. And if possible, try to increase physical touch in your life, like hugging your friends or shaking hands with casual friends, etc. Physical touch also increases oxytocin in our brain. Do what you love, have passion for. You compulsorily should pursue one or two hobbies. Hobbies help produce both dopamine and oxytocin, because of which you feel more motivated and driven. You can also use your hobby as a reward. For example, if you love watching movies or playing outdoor games, you can complete all your work first and then can enjoy watching movies or playing games or your favorite pastime activities as a reward. Your hobbies can motivate you to complete all your work super fast and on time. Number 3 is endorphins. Generally, happiness comes in 2 flavors, my friend. The first one hits you like a sugar rush after scoring top in the exam. You jump, you dance, you bounce around like a maniac, and you feel like you just won the lottery. That's the dopamine high. And then there is other kind of happiness that sneaks up on you after working your butt off at the sister's wedding for days and nights. It's the satisfaction of finally being able to collapse on your bed and sleep like a wooden log. Sweet exhaustion. That's the endorphins taking over. So one is like the jackpot rush, and the other is the sweet exhaustion. Endorphins also give relief from pain. Depressed people often have low amounts of endorphins flowing through. That's why they sometimes feel unenlivened and go neutral. When your brain is high on endorphins, your alertness also rises, even in a highly stressed environment. Your anxiety goes down, you will try to do something new, and your capabilities of taking risks goes up. And if you want to increase endorphins in the brain, do exercise, eat chocolates, laugh more, and listen to your favorite music. Doing all these gives you relaxed satisfaction. When you are feeling low, eat chocolate while listening to your favorite music. Within minutes, you will start feeling more energized and focused. Number 4 is serotonin. Serotonin is a natural chemical. It is produced in the brain and intestine. Serotonin plays a key role in body functions such as mood, sleep, digestion, nausea, wound healing, bone health, blood clotting, and sexual desire. And if your brain releases more serotonin, as a result improves digestion, you get good sleep, enhances your mood, emotions, and feel happy and uplifted. When all that improves, you will focus more and your productivity will automatically increase. To increase serotonin, know that it is made from the essential amino acid, and essential amino acid means it can't be made by your body. If you are a non-vegetarian, you can eat fish, egg, chicken, and if you are a vegetarian, you can eat soya bean, nuts, oats, pineapple, etc. Also, if you take 10 to 15 minutes walk each day in sunlight, your serotonin level will increase. So friends, we saw how our brain chemicals play out a key role in how we do and how we avoid doing. Now it's time to say goodbye to procrastination and time to hack our brains. Let's tackle those happy hormones and get productive. Well, who needs now a cup of coffee when you have got a brain full of feel-good juices? Now let's see the second type of procrastinators, who are called active procrastinators. Friends, now let's see how these kind of people use procrastination as a tool for high productivity. Wait, what?
High productivity?
Yes, you heard it right.